Hey guys, welcome back. I know it's been a while since we've actually been on here. What is it?
Yes.
Almost 2 weeks?
Yeah, about 2 weeks. Well, yeah, we did one video in between that.
We did.
In the
Oh yes, we did. Yes, we did. So so here we are. We're gonna do one today, and we're not gonna be able to do one on Wednesday. We may be able to do one on Thursday. We will see what.
Yeah,
It's our schedule is still
schedule's
one of
kinda
those.
crazy right now.
Yeah. So I want to thank everyone that's been praying for us because we do need prayer. It's still ongoing. Um, so we just need your prayer on that.
Yes.
And as you see, the title, Chaos in the Near Future. Well, that chaos can be just about anything. For instance, here this past 2 weeks, it was out of our routine, and a lot of us already have a routine of things that
Oh,
we
yeah.
do, and our schedules are pretty much set. Some people actually don't have a set schedule, and they're just chaotic all the time.
Right, right.
But that's not how it went with us. And we will be giving a testimony on that as things progress, as it gets completed, as we know for sure 100% of the outcome. Then we're going to explain some things and expose some things in the medical field. Uh, there's a lot to say. And in fact, I was having a discussion earlier with someone else about that. That his wife is a nurse, and there's a lot of exposure that needs to be done. Um, but that's a whole different topic, and we'll get into that as soon as we get more of a status that everything is 100% good and everything is going good.
Yeah. So keep a lookout, for updates on that.
Uh-huh.
And again, very much appreciate all the prayers and everything that everyone's doing. Keep doing it, because prayer is number one.
Yes, it is.
Definitely.
Number one before anything else. So, guys, as you see, chaos in the near future, and we're talking about like in the very near future. We're not talking about years from now. We're
Right.
not even talking about a year from now. We're talking about it's around the corner.
Yes.
The stage is being set. You just look around you. People are so upset. It's like a fuse is lit, and it is just traveling until it explodes. You've heard, and in fact, I should have got those articles and videos, and I didn't. Uh, you heard about that drive-through? I forgot which fast food it was, but the person working the drive-through got upset at someone else, at a customer that drove by to get their food, and ended up shooting them. Uh, just think about that. Did you hear about that lady that got upset that someone honked at her? So she got out of her vehicle and then went and shot the guy and killed him. It's just people are so angry, and they might not even know why.
Right.
But some of them are angry because of finances. Some of them are losing their jobs. Just the reports that they're hearing, constant bad things that are being distributed out through social media. It's a constant, how would you say, sky is falling. But what I'm about to share with you is what is actually going on, so you can see what we're talking about. So if you can give me number one, we'll start with that one. And we've actually fallen behind the curve of everything that's going on because we've been so busy with what has been going on in our life, and that's why we haven't been on social media and stuff. I've been trying to keep up with our Facebook. I actually just post scriptures on there, and then I really don't get to scroll or go through it and see what there is. But let me share this with you because this is one of the things that is being pushed out there. And if you are awake and paying attention, this is what they're pushing. Experts predict next pandemic, the big one, will kill more than 7 million people. How do they know it's going to be 7 million people?
Mhm.
Um, this can be a scare tactic. This can also be one of those that is just to tell you, uh, this is the plan, and we're going to go ahead and go with it.
Mhm.
You may say, are they really planning that? Well, I heard it this way. A preacher was preaching today, or I was listening to a preaching today, and he had mentioned and said, okay, if you remember those demons that Jesus casted out, the legion that got into the swine, what did those demons do? They killed the swine.
Mhm.
Just think about that. They didn't kill themselves because they're spirit beings. They know
Right.
they're not going to die.
Mhm.
So what do you think Satan likes to do? Have people either kill themselves, have them kill others people, and so on. He literally, the demons literally went and killed animals. For what? Could it be possibly, well, let's kill these thousands of swine because this is people's food? We've heard that too, right? So I just want to share this one with you. Let's keep going. Now, can you give me number 3? This is the big one that everyone is talking about right now. This is the one that people are going chaotic over. This is the one that people are. Here's the first thing, and don't get me wrong, because me and Dora, when we first got married, we were on food stamps, and at that time it was called food stamps, right?
Yes, it was called food stamps. Now it's called SNAP. But back then, we were back then. It was coupon books. You had vouchers, and you had $5, $10, $20 vouchers, and they would give you a little coupon book. And when you would go, pay, you literally like paid with some type of. It looked like money, but it said $5, $10.
Kind of look like Monopoly money.
Yeah, something like that. But you literally had, the coupon book, and that's how you would pay for your
It
food.
was actually more difficult back then because you literally had to count to what it was compared to today. I think it's a card. I think that they give a card and
Yeah.
they do it that way. So look at what people are saying. ABT food stamps recipients are organizing a mass theft event. We're going to stick together. November 3rd at 6:30, we're going to Walmart. And at 7:30, well, first of all, oh my gosh, I can say a lot about this. The grammar. I was there once, and my grammar was just like that. But I wanted to get out of it. I didn't want to stay.
Mm-hmm.
This is our first mistake. If any person relies on the government for support, that's your ultimate mistake. It should not be that way. If you're relying on the government to help you, you're putting yourself in a bad spot.
Mm-hmm.
And this is what's happening right now. These people have put themselves in a bad spot when in fact it was supposed to be the church from day one that is supposed to help the people.
That's right. That's right.
Now, there's a method that should be set in place to help people, and that is you're going to work for the help. It's not going to be handed to you unless, of course, you're fully disabled. And I'm talking about fully disabled, you're in a wheelchair and you can't do anything. If you're in a wheelchair, you can still package stuff, you can still wrap stuff, you can still roll around and clean stuff, you can still wipe stuff down. It's still possible. It's going to be, you're going to expect less work out of that person, and it's going to take more time.
Right.
But at least you're giving them something to do, and they're feeling good about themselves because they're accomplishing something.
Yes.
What is one thing that everybody requires? Think about it. To feel needed, right?
Mm-hmm.
To feel that they have accomplished something.
To feel worth,
Yes. And by just giving them that money like that, that's completely wrong in the first place. Do we have family members that are still doing that? Absolutely. We know people that show up with that SNAP stuff and they're driving brand new cars. They're living in fancy homes. They're wearing fancy clothes. When us that actually work don't have the SNAP stuff, don't have fancy cars. We don't have a fancy home. We don't have fancy clothes.
Right.
We don't have fancy shoes. No, we have old stuff. So think about this. And as you can see, it's over 4,700 comments. 4,700, yeah. And 723 shares. What does that mean? People are literally, here's the next thing. People are actually falling for it and saying, sure, let's get to it. Let's all get together. Just think about that. Remember what we said at the very beginning. He who controls the food controls the population.
That's right. And this is a very, very good example of that, because what was it?
4.7 thousand.
4.7 thousand comments.
And this is one that was done earlier. So I don't know how many more thousand comments are now on it.
Right. And it's like, people are already anticipating, because somebody, because they've said this is what's going to happen.
They're falling for the scam.
Exactly. So these people are going to be hitting the Walmarts or whatever stores they have on there, and they themselves are going to be destructive, when really, if they would just,
they're going to be part of the problem.
be exactly part of
And
the
we
problem.
can't be part of the problem. We have to be the solution.
Mhm.
And I'm not talking about that we should go just give them stuff. No, because I just explained it.
Yeah.
Now, we are supposed to go out there and see if we can help the elderly. You have parents, you have grandparents. Go out there and see if they need help. I'm telling you, we found that out too. But I won't get into that. So let's keep going. Now, we said chaos. If you can give me number 4, and I want you to see this, because the Bible clearly says in the last days it's going to get rough. Now, well, you're going to see this video. We have about 3 videos, and we're going to share with you. So listen to this video, and this is going on. I mean, what are people thinking? This is just pure evil. This person is an evil person.
Is on the loose. Police say he has attacked 3 men so far in Brooklyn.
Yeah, we're told that one of the attacks happened on a Q train. Eyewitness News reporter Jaysha Patel joins us live in Flatbush with the latest on this. And Jaysha, it appears that all these attacks were random.
Yeah, Pedro and Charlene, good morning. That's right. They do appear to be completely random, unprovoked. So people are definitely on high alert. And police are still looking for the suspect this morning. So this is very important. They are asking for the public's help to find this suspect who slashed 3 different men in the face at 3 different times over the weekend. This is a picture of the suspect on your screen. Police say he is approximately 6 feet 2 inches tall, and he was last seen wearing a black jacket, a beige hooded sweatshirt, black shorts, and white sneakers. He also had a black face mask on and a black and gray bag. We know that the first attack happened Saturday morning, and the victim was sitting on a northbound Q train approaching the Cortelli Road station. The second attack happened later that day at night, Saturday night, just before 10 p.m. on Foster Avenue and New York Avenue here in East Flatbush. Then the third attack happened yesterday on Sunday, just before 7 a.m. on Newkirk Avenue in East Flatbush. We know that all of the victims were men, and in each case, they were slashed on the left side of their face. We also know the victims are 37, 53, and 56 years old. Back out here live, the good news is all of those victims were taken to the hospital in stable condition. They are expected to be okay. But again, police are still searching for the suspect. So if you have any information, contact police immediately. Live in.
Remember, anytime somebody starts a serial type of event, it doesn't de-escalate. It escalates.
Yes.
What do I mean? It's going to get worse. If this guy is not stopped, he's going to start getting worse about it. It's not just going to be a slice. It'll be worse than that. You know the saying, $1.50 stops it? Just think about that. $1.50 will stop that real quick. So let's keep going. Let me show you, if you can give me number 2. again, it's like you're almost speechless because you're asking, how can people truly believe what you're about to see right now is a solution instead of a beginning of a larger issue? Because if this is allowed, it's going to grow massive. We'll play this one twice so you can get the whole point.
We stand for, my friends. We are going to freeze the rent for more than 2 million rent-stabilized tenants and use every resource at our disposal to build housing for everyone who needs it. We are going to eliminate the fare on every single bus line and make what are currently the slowest buses in the nation move around this city with ease. And we are going to create universal childcare at no cost to parents, so New Yorkers can raise their family in the city they love. Together, New York, we're going to freeze the... Together, New York, we're going to make buses fast and... Together, New York, we're going to deliver universal... We will make our city one where every person who calls it home can live a dignified life. Here is what we stand for, my friends. We are going to freeze the rent for more than 2 million rent-stabilized tenants and use every resource at our disposal to build housing for everyone who needs it. We are going to eliminate the fare on every single bus line and make what are currently the slowest buses in the nation move around this city with ease. And we are going to create universal childcare at no cost to parents, so New Yorkers can raise their family in the city they love. Together, New York, we're going to freeze the... Together, New York, we're going to make buses fast and... Together, New York, we're going to deliver universal... We will make our city one where every person who calls it home can live a dignified life. Here is what we stand for.
Okay. Economics 101. There's no such thing as anything for free. Someone has to pay for it.
Yes.
It's either going to be you or I is going to pay for it. Someone has to pay for it. So if I get something for free, for instance, if I'm going to get free rent, who's going to pay the owner of that property where I'm living at for free rent? Are they just going to confiscate that from that owner? Or are they going to tell that owner, guess what? You're just going to have to suck up the mortgage because you still have a mortgage on the property. You're still going to have to pay the property taxes, but you're not getting any rent from this person. Think about it. Free buses. Who has to pay for it? See,
Right.
The city's going to pay for all that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So who's going to pay for it? Taxpayers.
Yeah.
Even that person that's saying, you know what, I'm getting free on the bus. Guess what? Your taxes just went up.
Mm-hmm.
And you may say, well, I don't have a house. I don't have any property taxes. Well, guess what? When you go out to go eat, guess what? You're going to pay more.
Yes, because that money has to come out of somewhere. It's not just free. No, it has to come out of somewhere.
I mean, just think about it. What do we have? $1 trillion debt in this country?
Oh, yeah.
It's about to get worse.
Mm-hmm.
If this is allowed, imagine what chaos is going to happen to this. I just don't understand how people can say, I'm for it. I'm for getting something for free. I mean, who doesn't like free stuff, right? I mean, I wouldn't mind a free Hellcat ZL1 Camaro for free, but somebody's got to pay for it. So just think about that.
Mhm.
And yet you heard all the cheering, all these people cheering. Apparently, this was at a stadium there in New York, and the stadium was packed. Think about that. People are ready to get free stuff. They just don't understand the consequences for that.
Right. They don't understand the how it's going to cost them more. You know, you're going to lose. You're going to lose even your freedom.
I was about to say that. Your freedom will be lost.
Yes.
Look at the third world countries where socialism is in place. Third world countries, there's no freedom anymore because you have to rely on that free stuff. And if the free stuff finally ends, what are you going to do?
Yeah, I mean, perfect example. What's going to happen here in a couple of days? You know, because they're telling everyone, SNAP is bye. We're not, you know, because of what's happening right now. So what is people doing?
They're going to what the food banks.
Mm-hmm.
And these are people that don't really need the food bank, but they're going in there and taking it away from the people that actually need it.
Right.
That's another thing that upsets me. These people that don't need it are going over there and taking it away from the people that actually need it. There are elderly families out there that actually rely on the food banks, and the food banks it's a shortage of food there. It's a shortage of supplies, a shortage of funds. Let me share another video with you. You can give me number 5. And as you see here, this is another thing this is growing worse. Being in law enforcement, these past few years, these past 5 years after COVID, the teens of crime has risen a lot. But just listen to this one.
They didn't come over here to send no message. They came over here to kill my husband.
A threat gone too far. That's how Erica and Jesus Negrete described the shooting their family survived.
It started with my son. We ended up getting his report card. He was missing 4 credits. We asked him, to do the dishes, and he started slamming stuff. And from there, that was the first time he had made a threat towards my husband, saying that he was going to put a bullet in his forehead.
That was the first threat Erica says her 16-year-old son made to his stepfather Jesus back in June. The second came on August 24th. She says her son posted a photo of a loaded magazine on social media.
On the top of the bullet was my husband's name.
Hours later, in the early morning of August 25th, Jesus reached out to the Bexar County Sheriff's Office to file a report about the threats. A deputy visited his home around 1 a.m. and left about 40 minutes later. It was at 3 a.m. the gunfire began.
Once my wife started screaming, I told her, get down. And all I could remember is just the kids. So I was laying over there and I ran this way and I just completely fall right here.
Erica and Jesus were home with 3 of their children. No one was injured.
It needs to stop. The gun violence needs to stop.
An affidavit alleges their son and 3 others were involved in the planning of the shooting. In this video from the doorbell camera, we can only see 3 people firing weapons. But of the 4, only 1 of them is over the age of 18. Now we've learned his name is Benny Garcia, and he's facing a 3rd-degree felony charge of deadly conduct, discharging of a firearm. BCSO says it cannot release information to us for people under the age of 18. That's part of the reason why this family is coming forward.
They had no remorse that the whole family was inside.
The shooting happened almost 2 months ago, but the scars are still here. Bullet holes have been patched, but the family says they're still uneasy sleeping at night.
I'm very, very hurt, very, very shocked. We're still shook.
It's one thing your kids cussing at you or yelling at you, or not saying that that's little, because I won't tolerate that either. But them shooting at you, them wishing death upon you. You can only imagine what this mother is thinking. That this is her flesh and blood, and here he is just shooting up the house. As I said before, when you go on a dark path, a dark road, it's only going to get darker.
Yes.
It doesn't get any better. You just saw it firsthand right there. That's her son. Again, cussing at you, yelling at you, throwing a temper tantrum, throwing themselves on the ground and screaming. It's like that saying. I mean, I'll give you an example. When if your child ever threw themselves on the ground, did a temper tantrum as you were shopping, would you throw yourself on the ground and do the temper tantrum with him too? Of course not. You would discipline them, right?
Yeah, right.
But then there comes an age where you don't discipline them anymore, right? Because there's a certain age where they leave the house or whatever. You don't discipline them. But yet you don't go ahead and conduct yourself in the same manner as them. So of course these parents are not going to go over there and shoot up their place, right? You don't put yourself in that level. But you can only imagine what this mother is thinking. This child had to come forward and say, yeah, this is my kid, ended up shooting my house. He didn't care if I was there. He didn't care if he would have killed me. I'm telling you, chaos it's building up.
Yes.
It is building up. As you see the food stamps, you see the food shortages, you see the farmers there. Have you seen the amount of farmers have filed for bankruptcy? So where's the food going to come from?
Yeah, that's a very good question.
You have to get ready. You have to sit down, talk to your family, say, okay, what can I do to prepare our families for what's coming? How do I prepare? What's the best way I can prepare with the resources that I have? You have to ask yourself that question. You have to prepare mentally. And the most important, you have to get in prayer. You have to get in prayer. Why? Because the Bible clearly states that it's going to get worse, not better. So I just want to share this with you. Chaos in the near future, because it's just around the corner. It's just around the corner.
Yes. Yes. Well, guys, thank y'all for joining us. Again, we will keep you updated. Thank you again for your prayers. Very much appreciated. And again, keep praying. We will update you as soon as we have the 100% of the
report,
outcome,
yeah.
the full report. Definitely. Keep up with subscribing and following, sharing our videos as well. We are also, switching over to that new channel on YouTube. So we'll try to keep you updated. There's a lot going on right now. So just stay tuned, and we will try our best to
Just
to
be
do
patient
so.
with us.
Yeah, just be patient. And we will, get back on schedule as soon as possible. But again, thank y'all. Have a great rest of your day, and we will see you on the next video.